Hello.
Hi.
I remembered because someone might be joining us once he gets the children to bed.
Yeah.
Possibly. No promises.
No,
personally,
we don't know how long it takes to get children to bed. Because our kids just put themselves to bed. It's like,
well, it used to not be that way. You remember, like, what happens with putting like a toddler to bed is that routine, the ritual. Just as the days go on, it gets more involved and more ridiculous and redundant. And, at some point, Lillian needed us to spray the witches away and,
yeah,
all of the rituals that came along with that. I mean, I think it's good to fall asleep when the witches have left.
Yeah. And it kept the bad dreams away.
Yeah. Very important. So, when I say go to bed, they go to bed. Yeah, well, I mean, they go to bed, but they're old enough now that like they go to their rooms and Zachary is on his computer gaming until I'd shut off Windows. Like there's a time in there, and then Lillian, she's a teenager. She's gonna do teenager things. So she'll be up till 5 a.m. talking to her friends, working on a giant ass Lego set. That kind of stuff.
She'll come, like, we'll eat dinner and she'll like put her plate away and then she'll be like, okay, good night. And it's like 6 p.m. and it's like, I mean, I guess you're being polite, but I know you're not going to bed.
It's just more like I'm retiring for the evening, even though if it's Friday night, like we're going to cross paths again. She's going to decide she's going to feed her gecko and go make the repashy in the kitchen at like 2 a.m. and I'm going to be doing water changes. And yeah,
my path will not cross at 2 a.m.
Nah,
I will be asleep.
Mini Boots is turning 10 tomorrow. Double digits.
Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday, Mini Boots. And still needs snuggles to fall asleep. Yeah, you got some time. She's a few years away from being a teen.
Yeah. Lillian is about to start high school too.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And about to do like a very scary thing of going on a school trip to Chicago, getting on a plane without us.
Yeah.
And they're doing like every single thing that Chicago ever had to offer.
Hats off to them if they can get those kids wrangled and off to every little landmark and event that they need to do every single day. Because it's a lot.
It is a lot. Like, they have them packed. Like, I am going to be bringing her to school at 4 a.m. one day and picking her up from school at midnight when they return. Like
a school trip with a flight. Yeah. It's a Betta. I mean, Betta Club. Beta Club.
It's Beta. BETA.
Beta Club.
Yeah. There's only like 25 people total going.
Yeah, and it's the good kids, right? The ones that make the good grades, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to have like no behavior issues and you have to have like a 3.5 cumulative GPA and you have to do service hours to help people.
Service hours. I mean, criminals have to do those too.
Yeah, I guess you can look at it that way.
Then says, my youngest turns 13 in 50 days, which means
Oh,
I turn
yeah.
40 in 50
You
days.
turn 50 in 50 days.
Lisa said, one of mine falls asleep real quick and the other will be up belting out the soundtrack to Wicked into the early AM. I think once Zachary is like cut off from staring at the screen, he goes to sleep. But
Yeah,
Lillian finds things to do.
well, I think she can if she knows that she has to, like, she'll do a Lego set or she'll read. She gets like 700-page books and she will just knock out 1 to 3 of them in a weekend in between whatever else she's doing. But like on a school night, like I check on them at like 8:30, 9 o'clock to tell them good night, and she's like passed out, and Zachary's like settling down.
Oh, Dee Dee said, Butterfly actually came in and gave me a kiss goodnight. She stopped doing it mostly. I miss them. Well, Lillian occasionally will give us a hug goodnight. But yeah.
Yeah.
I like as ridiculous as the routine gets when they're that young, you miss it whenever they're older and they don't need it. Like it used to be like read the story, sing the song, spray for the witches, talk a little bit. Like
Yeah. Turn off the TV. Everyone was going night night. The TV had to go night night too.
Fish Tank Barn says, my oldest is going to college in the fall. It will be interesting. Wow. Swamp Daddy got a haircut. Yeah. Hey, I got to get one twice a year at minimum, usually at most. But yeah, like I'll start talking about needing a haircut for a couple of months, and then you know that like it's really time. And I had some time yesterday.
And you're probably gone for like less than an hour total. Like you could totally like say, I need to get a haircut and go within the week. If you wanted to.
There's a lot of things that I could do easily, you would think, and inexplicably like it takes months of build up and anxiety and dread, and then I just go do them, and it doesn't make any sense. And that's where we are today. So cool. Brent says, I spent the moment I got off work, 3:30 till now, totally organizing my fish room, and I'm in love. I need to do that. I really do. And that's just a thing I say. Like, I do need to do it. Am I going to do that tonight?
No, you're going to. Well, you have to build a computer this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not doing that tonight.
Yeah, but you're going to do water changes so that you can build a computer this weekend.
Yeah. So sometimes when the tanks are draining, I can be ambitious and start doing other things in the fish room, which is how tanks overflow, because I keep up with the momentum when I'm filling them, and it's bad. Nancy says, so haircut schedule is aligned with canister filter maintenance. Yeah, pretty much.
But they're not at the same time, but maybe that could be a thing, that you get a haircut and the following weekend you clean.
Yes, let's associate two things I don't want to do with each other, correlating on the same timeline. Yeah, that'll help. I'll get a lot done that way. Chelsea says, Sadie turns 3 months old in a week. I'm getting her some Bolivian rams. Awesome. Bolivian rams are pretty.
Yes.
Jose Davila says, the Week Aqua L Series light order from AliExpress on April 3rd. The new black version with shades, $228, 120 centimeter size for 155 for 55 gallon. Just cleared customs in the nick of time yesterday before new tariffs today. Fantastic. I think you said you were gonna. Yeah, it would be like another $100 or so. Oof. Yeah. So yeah, you save some money, and you're gonna have a pretty damn good light. Hi, Coro.
Someone say build a PC, but it's not for us.
Did I take a picture? I took a picture of the weak aqua on that 7-gallon. I don't know if I took a photo of the thing that I have to deal with it. I didn't account for.
With the PC or the weak aqua?
The weak aqua.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I did.
Zen wants to know, do I bother to grab the logo cheat sheet link for tonight? I wouldn't bother.
Nah. I mean, you can. It's not going to help you like score points or anything. No, I didn't take a photo. But anyway, the weak aqua is, I have the Z series I got for the 7-gallon tank. And I knew like the height was adjustable, the back and front and forth was adjustable. And unfortunately it doesn't. So like, here's the front. Hold on, camera. There we go. Like, here's the front of the tank. And then the weak aqua sits up here, but really it kind of sits like here. It doesn't go back any further. And like, it's fine. The lighting is fine. Produces a little bit more glare than I like. So I'm going to have to hang it. And then I saw that it came with like half the hanging kit. So now I have to get back on AliExpress and order the stupid connections for the hanging kit. Unless somebody knows of a universal hanging kit that would work for the weak aqua. Otherwise, I got to wait another month or so because I think AliExpress is the only place that has it. And Branton says, I keep hearing, can you explain in detail, please? I mean, it was like, it was wish.com before there was wish.com, Temu type place, but more brand name stuff, I guess, than Temu. And yeah, I don't know how to describe it because it's like Amazon and Temu had a baby. Or really AliExpress is more like the grandpa of Amazon and Temu.
This may be the worst time to get into AliExpress.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't go on a shopping spree there.
No.
I would definitely price check. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you want to go through the participants list? We have 42 people. Well, 42 on the Fishfam link count. Okay. Oh, I said 46 and 2 people left. So that's helpful.
Yeah. Keep saying numbers. Make the numbers go down.
You have 4.94K subscribers. Maybe you'll lose some because I mentioned that.
Why?
I don't know. Because sometimes people unsub after a stream. They're like, we don't like this at all.
Why do they do it a day later though?
They really thought about it. Yeah.
All right.
Really had to think on it. They slept on it and they were like, you know what? I really did hate this.
I mean, at least they really thought about it. All right. Participants, speak now or later.
Blame Elfish. Oh, maybe it's Elfish subs just to say hello, and then he remembers to unsub.
Just to leave that fucking -1 in the in the analytics on every stream. That's fine. All right. Hello to Oinky, who was here like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Why are we always yelling? Skipper's Aquariums, Dee Dee's Finned In, Lisa the Wolf, The Zen Ginger, Jonathan G, Dennis Christensen, Scotty the Fish Freak, Uncle Smiley's Aquariums, Boots Cats, Fish Tank Barn, Gills to Gardens, Fuzzy KR, Muppet 929, Fish Fam Link, Jody P, Nancy B in Tennessee, Sharkfin Adventures, Mystery Snail Gardens, Breton Lightcap, Redneck Aquatic, Stan Pittman, CR Fish, Cheryl Smith, Vanovsky, Coro Works, Chelsea Steampot, Jose Davila, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, Julian's Fish Shed, Stephen Awkward PC Builds, Benjamin Peters, the Aquatic News Network, Cheryl's Boy Toy Fishing Net, Jeff Kane, Fish the Keeping, Craig's Catfish Cave, and Kelly Foreman, and Colonoscopy Welches, and Tracy Ballard. Welcome in. We're gonna see a bunch of
colonoscopy one in Toonie Loon.
and Toonie Lynn. We're gonna see a lot of Koro alternate account appearances tonight.
How many accounts can Koro have?
Like, how many does he have time to make? What's his
Is
what's
there
his
a
whole
limit on YouTube?
job situation like? That'll tell us how much free time he's got.
Welcome in, Big Cat and Sweet Acres Koi Farm.
Howdy, howdy.
And Mountain Greenery. I don't know if you said Sweet Acres Koi Farm.
I did. I wasn't gonna call you out for it. I was gonna be nice.
Well, I don't always listen to you.
Yeah, like last week. Like not at all. Johnny, I did say your name.
Did you say Johnny or did you say Fish?
I said Fish the Keeping. I read the usernames. Ron Burgundy, the participants list. Columbus, swear, go. And Sleeper Barbecue. Welcome in, Lance. Fish Frenzy Addiction. So if all of Koro's accounts subbed, you'd be at 5K.
But they have to be subbed if he's talking.
Oh yeah, 5. They got to be subbed for 5 minutes.
Yeah. So
gonna get dinged for all this fake engagement.
Not quite.
Emperor Jeff Payne of the Empire of Dirt Aquatics.
Koro has to make. So you're at 4.94. Do you know what the exact number is? I mean, you do. Well, I mean, you could find it out.
Uh-huh.
But like, how many accounts does Koro need to make?
Koro needs to make 59 more accounts. Better make it an even 70 after everyone unsubs tonight.
And then what would happen is YouTube would be like, actually, I'm going to take away 100 of those subs.
I'll take away just enough.
Some later. Welcome in, Dr. Anthony.
Hey, Dr. Anthony. Yeah, let YouTube do what it wants to do.
I'm so confused right now. Are there a lot of new people tonight? You're just seeing all of Koro's personalities.
So a lot of Koro.
It's just letting it out.
Koro Verks. Coral Verks. Oh. A lot of Koros.
Hey, are you, Eric? Fish things. You got new fish today. What did you get? I did.
Well, I guess we should start from the beginning. 2 to 3 years ago. I don't even remember when.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a fish. Foxy and Peplin of Peplin Farm were acquiring some Cories and some Plecos, and we had the opportunity to help them pay for them in exchange for any potential offspring that might arise from them. And I had forgotten about us funding one of the green lasers, and finally they had babies, and then they were big enough to ship. So those came in today, all 8 of them healthy. I don't have a dedicated tank for them right at the moment, so they are in there with the Duplicarius. Like, it's another. I'm not actively breeding the Duplicarius, and I know it's going to be years before the green lasers breed, so no big deal. Julian's Fish Shed, I'm happy to extend you the opportunity to pay for my fish. Yeah,
Welcome in, Sunny G.
It's not a bad way to go. You got to, like, if you know someone who's really good at breeding stuff, you know that they're going to get them to breed if like it's even possible in that scenario for them to breed, as long as you don't need the fish now. So only took 2 years. Yeah. That's a good timeline for the way I have them right now. I got plenty of time to move them whenever. We said hi to Sunny G, Foxy's Fishes. I see Wally's Freshwater Aquatics has come in. Green lasers.
Is that a person and not a Koro?
It's Warren Venter. Yeah, it's a person.
Okay.
Koro's a person too. He's just weirder than Wally's Freshwater Aquatics, I assume. Like, he's a human being. Treat Koro with respect. All of them. So Benjamin says green lasers. I hope you get to see them again. I think Foxy said that they see theirs all the time. It's the most social quarries that I have are the ones that came from Pepland Farm.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said about the fish that come from there. They're all very friendly. They all love humans right off the bat. Yeah, I've not done any footage of them because they're tiny and they were like, I was in the mail for several days, get me out of here. And so let
But
them
they're
do their thing.
also not in a super heavily planted tank, so they're probably going to be easy to see unless you like put them somewhere that's more densely planted.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of Val on the left side. It was enough that like Nezzy swords, which apparently like to eat their own babies, allowed 2 of their babies to grow past eating size. So I've got that going for me in there. So and that's all the breeding I want to do is the effortless kind of breeding, the ones where I put the food in and babies appear if the conditions allow for it.
Did you say that you saw babies from those, is it sunrise platies?
The orange platies?
Yeah.
There's one that's made it past eating size.
I haven't seen that baby. I've seen one Nezzy sword baby. I have not seen
2.
the green lasers. I meant to look at the tank, but I just didn't whenever I walked. Like I finished work and I rested. We watched an episode of You, and then we had dinner, and then I came back here and didn't even look.
Well, I figure they'll come out in their own time. And
yeah. Welcome in, Elaine.
Hi, Elaine. I think I just have a poor memory, obviously. We've looked at this awkward PC builds logo because I'm blind and I only
I brought it up and I didn't want to like keep it up too long just in case.
Now I understand why he is wanting it to be in the logo game.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was easy to see whenever I had the comment up here.
I think I've seen it before and I just forgot about it. Well,
I could tell you were taking those comments down real quick.
I didn't even notice. I looked at the participants list.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, guess what? If you're a Patreon for Fishfam Link, you can look at the participants list for any stream. So if you're a Patreon for Fishfam Link, you can go look at that participants and see the logo real big.
Real big. You can even zoom in.
Welcome in, Melvin.
Hey, Melvin.
Yeah, there you go. It might be worth $5 a month to see that logo just on its own.
I agree.
Size does matter on this one.
Hold on. What's Jillian saying about Dechlorinator's going up? A Dechlorinator mishap that wiped out the rest of them. Oh, no. Knock on wood. I've never had Dechlorinator issues. Huh. But I've only used Prime and Safe. Haven't had a reason to venture. Like I'm not a Dechlorinator snob. Like, well, this ain't killing the fish. Good enough.
I just got confirmation. Yeah. Well, you can read the comment.
Brenton got confirmation that his shrimp arrived safely. 8 for 8 this year so far. I'm assuming that's USPS because USPS has been iffy, but I think if they're packed well, they survive.
Do you know
if you got to know how to ship, honestly, because I've shipped some stuff priority and I've shipped some stuff ground to like roughly the same area, and both of them like 6 days.
Do you know if anybody we sent out? We're so close to being done.
7 more.
Yeah, 7 of 90 member plants remaining.
Yay.
But do you know if anybody, I know the post office has been taking extra long, if
I'm
anybody
checking right
got their
now.
stuff today?
Friday, yeah, usually that's not.
And in the past, we would bring it Monday or Tuesday, like by Thursday for like 90% of the people.
Lando.
Okay.
Lando got his. If you're
Okay.
listening, Lando, go check your mailbox. And Wow Aquatics in Texas.
Okay.
And I know Mike got his. Wait, you know what? That was the week prior though. So yeah,
Okay.
so just 2.
Welcome in
normal.
Bougie and VSO Aquatics.
Hi, Bougie and VSO. Is VSO a new name? Do we know VSO?
I don't know VSO.
Welcome.
Yeah, Zen said that she had issues with the Hillstream. She shipped Scotty, and I agree. It's Scotty's fault.
Scotty did that somehow.
Yeah, it just always blame Scotty.
Oh,
a luminer.
I am a luminer. Wait,
like luminin?
Luminin? Luminin? Do. Jeff Leopard.
Jeff Leopard?
Yeah. That's another one. Asking about the secret word. Is it a secret word?
Yes, there's a secret word.
Julian says, but I did run out and get prime, and all the tanks I did water changes with using that did not have deaths. All the ones with Fluval Aqua Plus did have deaths. Well, you heard it here, folks. Fluval kills. I said it. Yeah. Clip that.
And Julian said it mostly affected quarries, lost a few dozen of them.
Interesting. You would think, because when I think of a dechlorinator, I think a dechlorinator is a reducer. And so what it would do at worst is reduce the oxygen available, like dissolved oxygen in the water. And a quarry wouldn't really care quite as much about that. So it must have been some other kind of toxicity issue that it caused.
So not luminin, lumi. VSO is lumi.
But why? How come you're not lumi? How come you're VSO?
Maybe she wanted to be more aquatics themed.
Oh no, I am not lumi. I am the one who got lumi hooked on.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you for bringing lumi into the fish world.
Okay.
Welcome in, Rocky and Miles. Welcome in, semi-aquatic moose. Now, Koro, if you're going to play What the Fish in the games and stuff, you're going to have to pick an account because I'm not dealing with adding you 6 fucking times to the scoreboard.
He's hoping that if you're so confused about which one is Koro, you just give all the points to Koro.
Oh, I'm not confused.
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I did.
Is the secret word anti-disestablishmentarianism? I mean, I could give that word to Matt and hope that he spells it correctly, and then hope that whoever types it correctly, but not this week.
So chloramine. Yeah, I wasn't even talking about chloramine. I was talking about the dechlorinator itself. So if it didn't do its job and the dechlorinator didn't work and there was still chloramine, yeah, that's a different story. That's pretty harmful. It doesn't just reduce oxygen; it affects the hemoglobin and the blood's ability to access oxygen. So even then, going out to breathe out of the water did not help them. Right. Yeah. So that sucks. They can have as much oxygen as they want, but the chloramine won't let them use it. The quarry's lost the ability to balance in the water. They're all just floating up to the surface. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that sucks. Lisa said, "You are cheering me up. My Betta died unexpectedly today." Oh, was hunting scuds when I left for work. Don't know what happened. God, I mean, our bettas, they didn't live very long. They didn't live the advertised up to 3 years or some longer. It's like, I don't know, a year to a year and a half, and it's always something random like that, or like a slow deterioration. Bettas are pretty though.
They are. We currently
I like
just have
I
the
like
one.
I like it though, and that white crown tail.
Yeah.
It's
And
pretty.
then my mom is getting a Betta. So for her Christmas gift, she wanted a tank for her bedside to have a Betta. And Steven, we got a 5-gallon tank. He set it up, scaped it, planted it, and we gave her some shrimp and pond snails to kind of like some coal shrimp and pond snails to kind of cycle it and get it going. And turned out there was a pygmy cory egg on one of the plants, because now she has one pygmy cory that grew up in there, and it's been cycling. Plants have been growing. It's pretty dense, and it should be shipping Monday, her Betta. So she'll probably have it
I
like
think so.
Tuesday or
That's what I was
Wednesday.
checking on just now. Yeah, it was a copper half moon male. I'm gonna just see if I can pull up the
one that we got for
photo.
her.
Yeah. Nope.
Coro would like to know, under this account, how much does osmotic pressure affect fertilizer uptake?
I have no idea. Why would it? Like, how much pressure are we talking about?
You don't have a picture of the Betta?
No.
Oh,
like
I can
the concentration gradient in the water column can affect fertilizer uptake, and I guess it's kind of pressure, but I don't think there's a huge difference. And we're talking about osmotic pressure where fish can live, so don't know about all that. I mean, and of course, pH can affect it a lot.
Here, I'll send you, because my mom screenshotted the one that she wanted when she sent it to me, and so I'm just sending it to you in Messenger, because I imagine it was removed from the website.
Yeah,
after
all
we
I
bought
got
it, or
was
at least hopefully.
Here we go. It's pretty. Well, it's so hard to zoom. Hold on. There we go. Present. Share
Everyone
the
needs a
screen.
bedside Betta. Yeah. So there you go. That's the one that she's getting.
Mm-hmm. Rob Davenroy, welcome. When you buy them at the pet store, some are already over a year old, so you get a couple of years. If you get a couple of years, you're doing well. Yeah, that is true. It take a while to grow out because they got to get them looking pretty to be sellable. So
Lisa, we got this Betta from it's right there on the bottom, prismbettas.com. It's where we got Lillian's Betta first. And hers has been doing really well. Came in healthy. It was packed really well. So
yeah, I mean, just as a warning, like they have overnight shipping. They have priority shipping. They are the type of place that's like they'll ship it priority, but they won't guarantee the full value of the fish, which I've ranted about that before. But then they have overnight shipping and it's like $50. So I think we ended up paying like $100 to get this ship because I'm not messing around with an unknown doing priority shipping.
So give Rachel 5 points.
Oh, snap.
Steven was like, nobody's going to say that word.
Because we don't always talk about fish.
But
of
guess
course,
what? We're talking a lot about fish today.
All right. What was the context?
Legitimate. Look at that.
Oh my God. I wasn't doubting it. I just
it wasn't one of Coro's accounts asking a complicated question.
I bought my first bag of black diamond blasting sand today. Does it have to be rinsed or is it pretty clean? Oh, you got to rinse it. It's gross.
Yeah, people were consistently saying that.
Yep. Okay. Let's open the points.
How much does peer pressure affect fertilizer uptake?
What? Depends on how much you chastise the fertilizer.
Those big like CIA offices in the movies where it's a room with all the computers and 27 different monitors. That's where I picture Koro right now. So Cookie Crips
no.
Koro says, do rhizomatous plants benefit from foliar or water dosing, or do they prefer root tabs?
They, like every other plant that can survive underwater, will take in nutrients through their roots, and they will take in nutrients through their leaves. Typically, just out of an abundance of caution, when we advise newbies about rhizomatous plants, we just say, don't bury the rhizome. But it doesn't mean don't bury the roots. Like, you don't have to, but every plant that I have ever dealt with that has roots will grow better in a nutrient-dense substrate. 100% of the time.
So, why are people typing #secret?
Because they have entered to win. Hold on. A pack.
Yeah, do we have? Yeah.
A mystery 5-pack of Fishroom Punk stickers. I need to get on. So Sunday at noon, Kyle will have the cards, the trading cards available. They sold out really quickly. And so Sunday at noon, there should be more. But I've got stickers. So this is what you're entering for, is a mystery 5-pack. What's in them? I don't know. It's a mystery.
And hey, Big Cat, you entered without the T. So if you want to enter, type it again, please.
Secretions. Anyway, so Rachel said the secret word?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. No,
not
shit.
Not even Koro.
Oh, no.
Welcome in, Nathan.
Rachel, you have 72 points. Zen, you do not have 72 points. Oh, she's like, I know. Yes, we need the Fishroom Punks pogs.
Welcome in, Skittle. Late for mandatory fun. Oh no.
Got the armchair biologist slammer.
Yeah, so if you just came in and you want to enter to win a pack of Fishroom Punks, mystery pack of Fishroom Punk stickers, #secret.
#secret indeed. Big Cat got my pack of Fish Punks cards in the mail the other day. They are cool. Thanks. You're welcome. And yeah, you got to collect them all. F. Kane. I like F. Kane. I like F. Kane and Jeff's Kane. OMG, I still have my old. Okay, can we go over why
Kelly isn't even here?
Yeah, but we know, like, we've heard her talk about it. Can we go over why allelopathy isn't an issue in tanks again? Okay, so I have a copy of Diane Wallstad's book. She has a very neatly laid out table of various plants and the chemicals that they secrete and what they might suppress. I don't have the latest version of her book, so I don't know if that has been changed. I don't know where that information came from, but like, there is something there. However, I have never observed, like, definitively this plant is harming this plant, or this plant specifically is suppressing algae. All plants that are growing healthily, like you have a tank full of healthy plants, will suppress algae.
I would think that the most damage a plant could do to another plant is shading it out.
Yep, and that happens quite a bit. Yeah, but the way Kelly explains it, it's like you've got, for example, a walnut tree secretes a chemical called juglone, and it exists in a concentration gradient. So like at the base of the tree, it's at the highest concentration. And then you go further out into the soil, it becomes less concentrated. So plants cannot grow anywhere near that tree. That's why they secrete that chemical, is so they can have all the nutrients that are within a certain radius or gradient from that from the tree trunk. But you can't really have a gradient in water. Like, you've got inside the plant, you have outside the plant, you have inside high cation exchange capacity substrate and you have outside of it. So it just begs the question of like why would a plant need to compete in an aquarium and not in the wild, and how would it know the difference? Because it certainly couldn't compete with a chemical in the wild because there's so much water surrounding it. Like everything would be diluted instantly. So it's just kind of an unproven, unknown, unstudied thing as far as I know.
And I know Dee Dee said she saw Kelly earlier. She did come in and say meow, but Saturdays is like, I mean, Friday, the whole weekend is like her date night. So
whole weekend, yeah, she's gonna be doing pond stuff too.
Yeah. I see some new people came in. If you want to make sure that we don't miss anyone.
Hello to Not Coro. I think we got that one. Renee DeQueer, Professor Maestro Fish and Plant Expert Extraordinaire, Cookie Crips, Rob Davenroy, Live Cat Pounce, Skittle Puke, F Kane, Tank Girl, Blanket Hello. There's so many. It's all Coro. This is like 70% Coro. Blanket Hello, Quirky, Coral Lurks, Carrie Wonks, Big Steve's Glass Boxes, and GNC Aquatics.
When do the Coro Works personalities start talking to each other?
Now that you've said it. And then Carrie Works.
Most of these aren't Coro.
I didn't do a
For
count.
sure the one that says not Coro can't be Coro, right? Welcome in, Brett Baker.
Hi, Brett Baker. Are you Coro?
I don't think Brett Baker is Coro. But I do think Coro should he should just find like a regular person and make
I'm going to be so paranoid. I don't know who I'm talking to anymore.
I'm going to just make a random name that's like John Jacob and just have a guy as the logo.
Zen said, is it possible that a lot is misattributed to allelopathy when in reality one is just more aggressive, overtakes a root structure, killing the other plant? Yep, that is one of several things that can happen when a plant outcompetes another plant. Like Jenna said, the shading overtaking a plant by shading it out, one that requires higher light than say a floater like water lettuce or duckweed is shading out a stem plant. That's the most common thing for talking about like plant warfare. Not that they're intentionally doing it, but yeah.
Like also if you have like a strong, like if you had dwarf Sagittaria, which can like spread out, and you were trying to grow like a pink flamingo crypt from a tissue culture and it's hanging on, could that dwarf Sag overtake it and prevent it from succeeding?
Yeah, a lot of plants do not respond well to overcrowding. Like even plants of the same species grouped too close together don't take too well to that.
Yeah, they show a lot of stems like in a bundle, but if you put them that close, you're going to end up with like bare bottoms like Branton.
Yeah. I mean, what you can do with stems, you can trim the tops, let them branch out. You hide the lower half of the stems by like putting another plant in front of it. And you don't see the legginess of it, but that's kind of how like Dutch scapes are done. I mean, the other thing that plants can do, depending on the combination of plants you have, is the carbon out competition. So let's say you've got a bunch of dwarf sag, Vallisneria, what's another one? Hornwort, Elodia, a bunch of random like fast growing weeds. And then you have Anubias and Java fern, and you have the Anubias out in the open in like underneath direct light or getting a good bit of light. Then you have all these other plants. Those other plants that I just named are bicarbonate users. They will uptake bicarbonates, but they will uptake all of your available CO2 first. And they will continue to grow and they will constantly uptake CO2. They don't really care about lighting levels. They will grow as fast as you allow the light to allow them to grow, because they can, use water. They can use your KH, whereas Anubias cannot. And so Anubias is kind of stuck there being carbon limited, but underneath a lot of light. And so the light is forcing it to up its metabolism and want to take in more carbon, but it can't. And so you see things like nutrient deficiencies because it cannot take in the amount of carbon that it's been ramped up to do. And so you think there's something going on with your Anubias, but it's really just everything else that's stealing from the Anubias. It's not even about the nutrients it being stolen. It's about the carbon. Julian says they've tested the allelopathic potential of some plants by adding the plant and crushed. Yeah, I have seen those studies, like a extract of the plant. There are ways to test it chemically that negate things like shading and root growth. Yeah, but it's like they can test the chemicals.
I don't think it's the most likely cause of the plant's issue.
Right, because there's so many other variables like water changes and volume of water, and just like plant mass, like versus the other thing that it's supposedly out competing. But I mean, I certainly would never rule it out, because we're gonna learn some shit about plants that we never knew in any time. So
welcome in, Deb. And
Debbie, what are you doing up late / early?
She said good morning.
Yeah, it is morning. It's like 3 a.m. over there or something.
Oh, and here's Lumi.
And there's Lumi.
Welcome in, Lumi.
And Corona Twerks and Jeff's Kane and Fish Police and Kyle.
Yeah. Did you want Zen to run the giveaway for the Fish Room Punks just before we run into the game?
Yep, go for it.
Yeah. So
bioavailable
the popos are here.
Dissolved inorganic carbon.
Let me pull up my list so I can add the winner to it.
Oh, the only viable way for us to increase carbon in our tanks is CO2 injection. Not the only, but it's definitely the most consistent and most reliable.
So I'm breaking out in handcuffs again.
Just like handcuffs all over
she
her body.
Gets allergies and just gross handcuffs.
Just dangling from everything.
Welcome in, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. Did she run it? Oh, yeah.
She did, but it hasn't picked yet.
Let's go.
It did pick someone last week.
Did it?
And it did recognize the word correctly this week. So we'll see. Give it a minute.
Come on, Linky. Don't make me open the wheel.
Don't make him run another effective way to run the giveaway.
It's so marginally less convenient than just watching someone else run the giveaway. All right. Give it a second. Howdy, Crown Tail.
Well.
Oh, too much alcohol is dangerous, can make me break out in handcuffs. Gotcha.
Let's see.
Well, I can wheel it, and if it decides to later pick a second person, then a second person wins.
Okay, we can do that.
Let's
Unless it picks before you get to the wheel.
Come on. It's a race. Linky versus me using Linky. And it's not a wheel of you lose. We ain't got time for all that.
No, not for this one.
Yeah. Okay. Hashtag secret.
Welcome in, Jim's Fish.
Hi, Jim's Fish. Since we have to run this wheel, hashtag secret if you want some Fish Room Punks mystery pack. I'm getting messages. I was just like back behind the scenes troubleshooting. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well,
hey,
30.
did Annette ever find out what the technical name? Does anyone in chat know? So
hang on, no need to enter again. Just letting Lisa know.
Yeah, you don't need to enter again. Like Wall-E, the robot from Wall-E, or like a Mars rover, those like tracks that spin,
or something way more common, a tank.
Yeah, what are those called?
I think
Zen
right.
said Google said it was caterpillar tracks.
Yeah, they are. Google cater. I mean, I thought Caterpillar is a brand, but maybe that's what they.
Yeah, I thought Caterpillar was like a brand of construction equipment.
Yeah, or continuous track. Soft belts of synthetic rubber. Okay, well, I don't even know why anyone wants to know that.
Which came first, the tank or the cat? I imagine a tank came before.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to pretend like I do.
If they are made of links, they are tracks. If they are like a conveyor belt, they are treads, says Not Coro. Skid steers usually have tread, not tracks. We're learning about tanks, a different kind.
Is Annette still here to get that?
Nope.
To get that answer for whatever she needed it for?
No, she'll never know. That's fun for me. Okay. Refresh. 36 entries.
Oh, yes, she's here. Did we answer your question? Did the chat have the knowledge to answer your question? And if so, was it Coro who lives like driving distance
I hope she says, I stopped caring about that question 30 minutes ago. I really hope so.
Why?
Okay, still 36 entries. I'm going to spin.
Lisa the Wolf.
Lisa the Wolf. It says.
The Wolf.
And we sent some plants to Lisa, so we have her address. So no action required on your part, Lisa. You're gonna get some Fishroom Punk stickers.
God, I hope she didn't move in the past week.
That'd be impressive.
So congratulations, Lisa. It is probably about time that we could start the first game.
Sure.
Gonna tell people to refresh.
I was just gonna wait on Eric to get here first.
Well,
I should have known.
He could have fallen asleep.
Anytime he says he has to put the babes to bed, he has to lay there and snuggle with them, and then it gets all cozy and sleepy, and he falls asleep.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. How many people have seen The Room?
Everybody.
Not Room, The Room.
Room is a different one.
Very, very different. One of them won an Oscar and one of them did not.
Should have. All right.
Oh, Julian said he met him at a screening. What's his name?
Tommy Wiseau?
Tommy Wiseau, yeah.
Okay.
I've only seen the Adult Swim version. No, you should watch The Room. Then you should watch the Riff Tracks version of The Room. And then you should watch
Riff Tracks is.
And then you should watch The Disaster Artist.
All right.
Who has seen the movie Buried, and did you watch it all the way through? That's one with Ryan Reynolds. We've seen that.
Have we? Or have you?
No, we watched it together.
Oh.
Or he wakes up and he's just underground.
I didn't like that one at all.
I mean, it's uncomfortable and sad.
Hey, it's Geek Boy. Are you still on vacation, Geek?
Not if he's here.
It's about a buried shrimp.
We're ruining his vacation.
Good. Okay. So this first round before the actual What the Fish is all AI based tonight, because why not? Let's use AI for all it's worth, which is being ridiculous. So I tell AI a name, just a username of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT has a memory now that it knows me too well, and so everything that I ask it for, it frames it in an aquarium context. It's kind of annoying, but also I appreciate that ChatGPT knows me.
Can I say that you asked it for information about someone, like, what do you think this person's logo might look like? And because you've used it before, it's like, this person is full of energy with a real opinion on water chemistry. And it's like,
it knows me. I appreciate that ChatGPT is not only well versed in my antics, but it's really my biggest cheerleader. I can say anything off the wall, and it's just like, yes, you are a visionary. No one has ever said something so remarkable before.
You're not getting that from me. Get it from somewhere else.
I mean, look, if I want to say stupid things and want validation for it, I'm not going to go to humans. Okay. Anyway, so these logos are generated supposedly out of context and not based on anything except for the person's name, but they are suspiciously aquatic when the person doesn't have anything aquatic in their name. So just keep that in mind. And we'll start. This one might be kind of hard, but maybe not.
Oh, you're starting with the harder one?
I am.
Okay. Yeah.
The P in Stephen P must stand for profound. You know what? If I said that to ChatGPT, it would spend several paragraphs listing why I was so fucking smart for saying that.
You might think that it's Scuba Steve or Depths Unknown.
I know.
Because it's using the diving bell, but
it's not. It's
not those people.
Yeah, we'll give it no hints for a bit. Think a little bit more literal. How about that? Lanternfish. We're doing logos. Unless there's like a lanternfish aquatics out there somewhere. Night owl. It's a good guess.
I see enough answers.
Oh, nice. We're going to give it to Rocky and Miles for saying Brandon.
If they were in the top 5.
Okay.
I'm going down the list. So Brandon.
All right. So Brandon got
it
Brandon
first. Yeah.
Well done.
It is a light cap. And I guess Branton is a common fish. It's that kind of fish.
Lantern light cap. Okay.
Julian's fish shed.
Got it.
Toonie Loon.
Alrighty.
Rocky and Miles. And Dee Dee.
Okay. And Dee Dee.
He seems to have 2 tails as well. Yeah, one for his body and one coming off of his head. They're both fair.
Do not question our AI overlords. All logos appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. Yeah. Also, if anyone would like to take their logo, like take this logo and use it as their own logo, feel free. This is not my work. It is the work of everyone who has ever made any art ever. Because that's what AI learns on.
Welcome in, Vibes.
Hey, Vibes. All right, next.
This one is perfect.
I mean, this one's
it's
the
not
greatest
pink
ever.
enough to be Branton.
I think this person should definitely just take this logo and use it as their own, but that's their choice.
Yeah, that one was very easy.
Okay,
so,
we got 1 million people saying bougie. It is.
Yeah.
Who was first?
So we have Branton.
Yep.
Moves in.
Yep.
We have Jody.
Got it.
Coro.
Okay.
And Bougie.
Right in the nick of time. Good job. And while I'm thinking about it, if y'all missed 5 p.m. Central stream on Bougie's channel with Jody, she had Dee Dee and Foxy on as well. Good stream, just like last week's. So go and subscribe and stuff. All right.
I like how she has a necklace on top of her head. Like she's wearing one, but then she's just like, I need another one in front of the crown.
It's pretty bougie. Like one necklace? Huh. I think not. Where does that necklace go? How does it connect?
I don't know.
Does it loop through the gills? I don't know if that's safe.
I don't know.
Okay. And then we had AI
They're actually Corey eggs.
We had AI draw some trippy looking fish that may or may not look like the actual fish. I like this style though.
I don't know that people are gonna. I guess someone will get it eventually, but
I guarantee you 100% people are gonna get it.
So easy. People did get it. Okay. So
you underestimate our community.
So sure. So the first one, whose dog is barking? It's not
the
ours.
Neighbors that they keep outside 24/7.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan G.
Jonathan G.
Fish tank farm. Why does it have like a little puff on its tail? like a cow's tail?
To tickle its prey. Okay.
Vibes.
Vibes Aquatics. First point of the year.
Scotty. Yeah, Lisa, we're done with logos. These are just fish.
It's a quick transition.
And Fish Frenzy Addiction.
All right. And there's one more AI generated fish, and then we're gonna go into the fish that we drew this week.
Mm-hmm.
That look a little more like fish.
Welcome in, CC.
Hey, CC. Did we miss anybody else? I'll look at I'll look at the pants list after we get through.
Probably.
These.
It's all your fault.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. I don't know how to do this. Okay.
I can tell.
This is not a logo. This is a fish. What the fuck is it? That's up to you to know what I was thinking. Unicorn fish. Rainbow bish. Vibes with the tired coffee. Thank you, Vibes. We got it yet? No.
No.
Not seeing it. Not seeing it.
No.
Good guesses. I think the frickin' horn that is there for hint, hint, no reason at all
Yeah.
is throwing people off.
Oh, I see somebody has a close answer.
Yeah, they're getting it. They're getting it. I think they'll get it soon. Skittle puke fish.
People are on the right track. Wrong type of fish, though.
I mean, it could just as easily be the things that they're saying. 'Cause
Yeah.
It doesn't look anything like the actual fish.
No. I don't know. Someone in the community might have this fish.
Possibly.
Yeah. Tell me when you want to cut it off.
Oh. I was about to cut it off. Oh, man. I'm seeing 3. Are you seeing 3?
I think I just see 3.
We're cutting it off. And one of them was not Nancy.
Yeah. So time is up. Actually, I saw 2 more come in before it popped in.
Okay.
Because I have YouTube open. So we do have 5.
All right.
So, Nancy, you have these fish, don't you? Didn't you just get them? You didn't recognize them?
Obviously. Didn't recognize the jelly bean fin rays?
And the unicorn horn?
The lollipop tail?
You got CR fish.
Yep.
Jonathan G.
Yep.
Zen. Oh, she said, have it. I don't have them. I saw them at a hatchery.
Damn.
I said might have them.
I was sure she had them.
And then
So
Branton.
confident. Okay.
And Rocky and Miles.
All right.
It's got the infinity gauntlet on its fins. Good thing fish can't snap.
Oh. Nice. All right. Okay, now we're shifting to drawn fish.
And would you like me to press a button?
Sure. Shit's dramatic.
Sounds like the theme song for a BBC detective drama. Well, I had a different song that Canva let me use, and YouTube was like, demonetizing the stream. So it had to be changed.
Yeah, and so you change it to, I changed it to an AI generated instrumental, and suddenly it's doesn't matter. It's like, well, this is trained on every other copyrighted song. It's fine. Hey, Jody, thank you. Gifting 10
Jody,
memberships.
For gifting 0 memberships.
Oh, Fishfam link can't count still. That's okay. So they went to Fishing NH, Nick Everett, Stephen Napasny, Ian S, Boots Cats, CC's Aqua Escapes, Coro Works, Vibes Aquatics, Benjamin Peters, Rocky and Miles. I was curious if it would give it to one of Coro's alternates. And then Big Steve with another 5 gifted. Thank you. We went to My Fish Tanks Aquatics, Renee DeQueer, GNC, Skipper, and Passing Wind. What a weird...
I wish they all went to Coro aliases.
That's such a weird decision YouTube makes with who gets those memberships. Like people who are literally here got passed over in the
Mhm.
first round. That's so strange. Huh. Well,
So I pushed a button. I said
And-
refresh.
and I lied to all of you.
And oh, Toonie Loon also gifted 5 memberships. Those went to Linda Worth, Holly Gibbs, Anna Banana, Fuzzy KR, and Johnny Best.
Awesome. Thank you, Toonie Loon. Yeah, Jillian said, I've gotten memberships for channels I don't even like. Yeah. I can't get any of them because I'm the branded account. Doesn't make any sense. All right.
So much for y'all catching up on member plant shipping.
We're not not mentioning anything. In fact, whenever we ship out this last round of member plants, and we might take a week off because I overzealously provided Limnophila aquatica in the beginning and didn't realize
You
I
have
was kinda
3
low
more to
on it.
ship.
So I gotta shift some stuff around in tanks, grow that out a little bit more, and then ship that last round. So
And then you're going to turn off that member
Turn
form
it
until
off
it's time
for
for
the
the
summer.
next one.
Yep.
Grow out some stuff.
I've got new stuff too that would be passable to offer on the member form, but it scares me that if I offer them, there's going to be like 70 requests for them, and I'm not. I don't want to look at a tank full of the same fucking plant. I love y'all and everything, and I want to grow some plants for y'all, but I don't want to wake up to that.
Yeah, I mean, it does help whenever people, like, I understand people might want specific things, but
It's all vowels.
but it is helpful adding that surprise me option because
Mhm.
then, like, whatever else has been growing, whether you thought you could offer it to 90 people or not, you could give them something a little bit different and not worry, because you always have extra plants. It's just not always extra Pogo Samsoni or Limnophila aquatica.
Yeah. So Coro is asking, can we give the Google form an inventory so it's more first come, first serve? I bet there's a way to do it with some other form service, but I don't see a way to do it with Google. What I have been doing is just I monitor the form, especially the day I release it, because that's when most people fill it out. And then when I feel like, oh, that plant has gotten 20 something requests, I'm gonna take that one off the form, and I might even have another one that I rotate in there. So if you fill it out immediately, your plant choices might be slightly different from someone who fills it out in a couple of weeks. But that's the only way I can think of right now to manage the variety. Because also, like, I had a bunch of bulbitis that I was offering, and there was a bunch of requests for that. But bulbitis is not a super fast grower, so I don't think I'm going to have it on the form for the summer, just because I don't want to cram bulbitis in a bunch of tanks. I know it's a high in demand plant because it's nice too. All right. Anyway, sorry. Fish. Guess the fish. Might grow some stuff outside. I did put some rotala in the pond, right in the dirt, and holy shit. Dr. Ted said that like rotala does really well outside. He was not lying.
Subbed up until I'm not.
Fish. I know that was a long 5 minutes. Appreciate you. All right. I'm so bad at cichlid. Yeah. It's like, it looks like cichlid. I'm out. We getting anything yet?
I've only seen one.
Ooh. And it's done. It's done drawing. All right.
So we're just going to give it to one.
Julian saying he's bad at cichlids. He's the only one who got it.
Yeah, it's a blue Acara, not an electric blue Acara.
Correct.
Just a blue Akara.
I'm seeing guesses at the theme. Not quite. There it goes. Next. Blue Man Group. Vibes, it's your bedtime. It's Friday. All right.
Let's see.
Okay, that was quick.
Yeah, I see enough of these. So
I almost fucked it up whenever Chelsea was like, "We got Bolivian rams for Sadie." I'm like, "Oh, that's what we." Oh, wait, no, I'm not supposed to say that.
Can't say. So we have Big Cat,
Okay.
Jody P,
Okay.
Linda Worth,
Yep.
Fish Tank Barn, and Desktop Aquatics. So I don't think we can just give it to Cichlids theme.
Nope.
It's a little bit more specific than that.
Desktop Aquatics, first point for the year. Welcome to the leaderboard, to the scoreboard.
Oh, I see an answer that's like almost the exact opposite. I would give it
Rocky.
to this, Rocky and Miles. Nice cichlids theme. So I know some
see. I
people
warned
are
you
like
about this because they're
jerkfish,
cichlids.
but we don't keep a lot of cichlids. But this is what the internet thinks could be kept in a community, could be fairly peaceful.
And they can be pretty much, and this applies to any cichlid, like that, even if it's supposedly nice, it's like it has to have its own place. And if they get horny, your other fish better understand what that means and like not be over there ever. It's kind of the rule with those. If you have a pair of them. And just AI was like, how about a blue background?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, fish. Okay, $1. $1 to render that. No refunds. Cannot express dissatisfaction with it. Just how it is. Oh, see? There's always that exception. Say that to my Bolivian who unalived another Bolivian this evening.
Well, you're just going to have to think of broad what the internet thinks, because we don't keep cichlids.
So the theme is what Google says are peaceful cichlids.
So, but yes, we have Johnny Fish the Keeping.
All right, I'll allow it. It's a red shoulder, but okay.
Well, I didn't give you a specific one, so
yeah. Well, I had to choose. Okay, got Johnny.
Fish Frenzy Addiction. Fish Tank Barn.
Does Zen type it out completely, and that's why she was slow? I might give her a point for that.
She was. I mean, she did, but she was down quite a bit. Do you have Linda Worth?
I do now. Okay.
And CR Fish. Do you want to give it to then Big Steve and Zen for guessing the specific type as well?
Yes.
And Vibes. Those were the three people who said the specific one.
Only because now Zen and Rachel are tied, and Everyone knows I love drama. Controlled drama.
So
The low consequences kind.
Rachel.
Damn it. There it goes. Oh, blue background.
It turned blue.
That's what I asked for. Yeah, and then it went backwards because that's what fish always do. All right. Here we go. This one swam away pretty well, though.
Yeah. Well, the Severum did not.
How specific, how Pacific do you want people to be?
Well, it's not a crib.
No.
No,
What's up, Chris Aquazone? But you see what I'm seeing.
No,
Right.
they can't just say. They gotta say either the common name or the full scientific name for this one.
I don't know anything about them, so like I'm gonna stop it there and wait for people to give you an acceptable answer. Because maybe if you're saying Julia Chromis, that's like the only one. I don't know.
It's not.
Well, maybe it's the only one that people care about. I had no idea. Okay, I need to open the participants list again. Make sure I got everybody who's here to say hello. So we've got said hi to Linda, Holly, Anna Banana, Johnny Best, Elfish, Desktop, and Chris Aquazone, I believe. Covers it. Cool.
So
Anybody?
Yeah. We have Big Steve.
Okay.
We have Zen.
Uh-oh.
We have Boots Cats.
Uh-oh. I like this.
Who
spelled it the best?
Fish Frenzy Addiction.
Okay.
And Jonathan G. Wait, that was 4 or 5.
What?
How many did I give you? Let me count again. 1, 2, 3.
I got Fish Frenzy, Jonathan
4, 5.
G.
Yeah, that was 5. Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Welcome in, Mr. Zen.
What's up, Mr. Zen?
Okay,
Zen, you should drop a link to Mr. Zen's channel. Make sure everyone subscribes. We got to promote Mr. Zen.
Welcome in, Henry and Fish Streams.
Hi, Henry. Hi, Fish Streams.
And here I thought we had to be the first to guess the fish.
What?
Vibes, you said a convict.
I don't even know. Is that it's not the same thing? God, I know so little about cichlids.
Welcome in, JP Jeffries. Okay,
Hi,
is this
JP
fish
Jeffries.
gonna swim away?
I know, Zen. I know he doesn't have content and stuff. You know what I was asking? Come on. All right. Ew. Why didn't I do that?
Why?
Hold on.
You hyped it up as like this one swam away well, and then it's like it'll just be a smudge.
I didn't like that at all. Let's. I think that was just a rendering error. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. What the hell? Yeah. Don't like cichlids. Never bothered to learn them. Maybe I secretly love, or maybe I love cichlids. I just don't know it yet. Paint ran.
How would you say that this one departs in the animation?
Not. Oh no, yeah. Okay. It no, it doesn't. Do we have no? Well, wait. We're getting
Yeah,
it.
we have
Okay.
it now. Okay.
Cool.
So we have Rocky and Miles,
Yep.
Jody P,
Okay.
Fish Frenzy Addiction,
Cool.
Vibes,
Got you vibes.
Renee,
Okay.
and Big Steve.
All right.
Yeah.
Learn what more cichlids look like. They look very cichlidy. That's what they look like.
I mean, cichlids are beautiful. They're just not very nice.
We should do an African cichlid hybrid theme where even we don't know what we're drawing.
Oh, that one didn't
I know.
render
I
well
know.
either.
It's yeah. Okay, come on. Terrible.
Ooh.
Stop. Okay. Yeah, that was all it did. I mean, it just started to swim and then it turned. All right. Nathan, non-fish related question. Isn't there a way that I can form fit new Crocs? I thought if you put them in hot water or something. I have never owned a pair of Crocs.
I have
don't
not
know.
either.
But they seem rubbery and form-fitting, like are moldable. What if you kept them on your feet and just blasted them with a heat gun? Not an official recommendation, just a question. Cat houses wear them.
Boots Katzens and are tied.
Yep.
Boil them.
With your feet still in. They gotta conform to the right. Or you can make a mold of your feet and then put the Crocs on there and then do something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Rachel is only winning because it's alphabetically when they have the same amount of points. So you could change your name to A's and Ginger, and then you might be first.
All right. So he said hi to Cat House, Darlene, and Daniel Velez. Welcome. Okay,
The tiebreaker is alphabetical order.
I don't know what I'm going to do if
And
there's a
then
tie.
Rachel's going to come back with like space, boots, cats, boots, cats.
It's going to send everyone half a mug. There's a tie.
So is it going to be hashtag haircut?
What?
Is it going to be hashtag haircut?
If that's what you would like.
That's what people requested. This is a teal-ish Betta plushie.
Teal-ish.
Yeah, it's kind of teal.
I have so many windows open now. Why do I display so many things? All right.
I don't know. What all were you trying to display?
I had photos open and
Why?
then I had the YouTube open.
Why?
And Fishfam link open.
Why?
This makes me laugh. So I'm going to show everyone this for a second.
Okay, what is it? No, my shoes can't even stop laughing.
Yep. I enjoy that. Don't know where it came from.
Why was that open? Like you just had that photo?
I took a screenshot of it and I had Google Photos open. And there it was.
I have a lot of memes in my photos too.
Yeah, photos, organizational nightmare. while people are hashing the tag, I could show an updated pond
You could.
photo.
Have you done anything in the pond?
Not really. I still need to. What? How is Eric in 5th place when he never shows his happy ass up? I don't know. I mean, he's not going to win. Oh my God. Come on. Trying to scroll up. I don't know what the hell happened. Okay. There we go. Oh, I did take a photo of the green lasers in the one green laser in the bag.
You
I forgot.
did. Can I see? You won't even share it with me.
Okay, so Pond. Oh, thank you, Vibes, for the super sticker. The pointing, the
the one
up. It says up. So this is still, I have 3 pots of Juan Visa
How is
in
it
here.
not one?
I just like to, because I wanted it to be something different. God. So 3 Juan Visa lilies, 3 different pots until I get a different kind of lily.
And 1 flower. There's a second bud going to the surface in there too.
Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
You're saying no, and then
Well, one of them is
I
dying.
noticed it. I didn't.
One of them has run its course and is dying off. I'm pleased though that this has the ability to flower in the shade in this area. That's cool. I wasn't sure if it was gonna.
Lisa would like to know, what are the squares?
These. So
those little boxes of rock.
Trying to. Well, these are just standard pond baskets. You can get from like Home Depot or Amazon or wherever, and then they are sitting on some shelving. There's like a 4-tier shelving unit, plastic. I think it's Amazon Basics is the brand as well. And I was able to fit a bunch of pond baskets on that. I had to cut down the legs on it. And even still, I sent the picture to Dr. Ted. He told me that I should lower them even more. And he made a compelling case for it because he said, you want the fish to be able to swim on over them and actually pick at the substrate. You're kind of leaving out like food sources and swimming space for them. So, that was convincing enough. So I do need to do that this weekend. Thank you, Vibes. Another one pointing up. I don't know what he wants us to see up, but I'm not going to scroll.
And Lumi wants to know what brand shovel. That shovel is like almost 20 years old. Like,
it's held up well though for as much neglect. It's like I just leave it caked with dirt, leaning against the fence wherever I last used it. As far as the plants, it's just pond weeds, like just easy stuff because I really just want vegetation. I don't care if anything flowers, so it's just kind of a nice bonus at this. There is some canna in here. There's like a lizard's tail. There's like the spade plant. I think it's a Sagittaria. There's some Louisiana iris. There's a bunch of creeping. I don't know if it's Jenny or Charlie or Bill or whatever. There's a chameleon plant and some other stuff that I'm forgetting the name of. Oh, there's a spike rush and pickerel weed, of course. So yeah, pond weeds. Do you think any budget aquarium light is strong enough to grow pond plants indoors? Some. I mean, certainly any budget aquarium light will grow pothos. I've got it growing philodendron and Tradescantia. I'm trying to think. Any of the creeping vines. I don't have any of these other kind of pond plants indoors to tell you yes or no and whether or not they would flower. I think what you'll find, the nutrient levels, especially the phosphate levels in an aquarium indoors, if you're trying to grow them out of an aquarium, they're not going to have enough phosphates to flower. But as far as just like vegetation growing out of the tank, pretty much any LED or even weaker will work. Super chat isn't allowing you to give a super chat. I don't know why. I don't think I've change anything. I have no idea. Welcome in, MNC. What's up, Mike? Will you put fish in there? Does it get hot in Louisiana? Yes and yes. This one's in the shade. I don't know how hot it's going to get. I have one that's not a pond, that's much smaller, not in the shade, that can get into the 90s. Dr. Ted's supposed to be sending me a pair of paradise fish, and they're going to go in this giant 600-gallon to accompany the like billions and billions of tadpoles in here, which I assume are all like coastal plains toads. Could be something else, but if it's just that, it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, that's what's going to go in here. Hopefully they work out, because they can go to the surface and get air, and that's kind of my main concern is just the Louisiana heat. And this is not a deep pond; it's only a couple of feet tall, and it's all above ground. Julian says, "Oh, hi, Mark. Thanks for being a member for 2 months."
Another room reference. The room reference.
I did not hit her. I did not. Where do I find the membership platform? Okay, go to my channel, go to the membership tab, and you can scroll down not too far, and you will see an image that says member plants. And then in that image, there's like a description in that post with a link to the form. But yeah, the membership tab on the channel. Have you tried growing a veg or fruit with your? Is this Coro or is this someone else?
Coro said it's not me, but I'm jealous of that username.
Oh, well, welcome in, Meat Bicycle for Two. I thought you were someone else who was insane and was pretending to be a lot of different people. And so I didn't give you a proper welcome into the stream, and I appreciate that you stayed anyway. So welcome, Meat Bicycle for Two. What was the question again? Have you tried growing fruit or veg or fruit with your aquariums? If so, I have not. But maybe Kelly has. And so if you are around 4 p.m. Central on Monday, we do a plant stream. And Kelly might have some answers. I think it's Geek. Annette says.
But Geek was in here earlier.
Well, I mean, Geek can also have multiple accounts. But I made the false assumption that it was Coro because of the name. I like the name. I was like, oh, it's definitely a Coro name. Thanks for the delay. Welcome. Yeah, you can blame Coro 100% for that. Or did Coro just start talking to the Coros? Yeah.
Dee Dee planted her tomatoes in soil this year, she said.
Nice.
Welcome in, Jeremy.
Howdy, JNN. Okay, so yeah, you know what? I think this is the dying bud. I don't even know if it ever opened. It just didn't like it.
Well, and there's a bud coming up of the purple one. Or no, not a bud, a leaf.
Yeah, there's two leaves.
A lily pad.
The purple one that Nancy B sent, that's in the other pond. So yeah, there's a green laser.
Get it looking very green. Can you?
I'm so sorry that they were in the fucking mail in a box for 4 days, and they weren't just like coming out all colored up for you.
Yeah, you should feel bad. And just one?
I know. Oh wait, this is the Rotala I put out. Now it's not like the kind of Rotala that I want to send to people because there's like all kinds of crap in there. Hair algae included. I also put some Blixa japonica, and it's actually growing. Doing pretty good. But yeah, Rotala is I put a very small patch of it, and it's living life. It's loving life out there. Doing good. All right.
Meat has over 1,000 subs.
Oh. What does Meat do?
Meat is, I guess he has fish. Maybe bicycles. What is a meat bicycle?
I think it's a bicycle made out of meat.
Let's see. What does his logo look like up close?
Everyone study it.
It's like a motorcycle, right? Or...
Zoom in. Make sure it's not made of meat. No duckweed is in the small pond. It's not in the big pond. I'm trying to get rid of duckweed, and I feel like if I have it outside, somehow it's going to get back inside. I don't trust it.
Oh, meat doesn't really have over 1,000 subs.
What?
This is fake news.
Did you lie?
Is it a bicycle that turns you into a meat crayon?
Oh my god. Was it hashtag haircut?
Yeah, hashtag haircut.
All right.
So when this... Oh, that's upside down. Sorry.
Meat bicycle for 2. You're in luck because everything that we give away that legally can be shipped overseas is international eligible. We have shipped many things as far as
the UK
New Zealand and
is
Australia.
not as bad because
yeah.
What is it? New Zealand is the one that like doesn't let you use the...
I don't know if that's still the case, but there was a time during COVID that New Zealand suspended any deliveries from the United States Postal Service, and so everything that was like an ounce or 2 cost $45 to ship, and we still did it. It sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, like this fish is gonna be like 3 ounces maximum with the stickers included. So it's not.
We will
like
gladly ship to the UK. We enjoy shipping overseas, even if it costs more, because we know that in this community, most things that are given away inherently cannot be international eligible. It's expensive to ship for a lot of people, but also it's plants and fish and fish food stuff. Yeah.
Does green pleco even ship?
I don't know.
Out of the country, so this may be like people's only opportunity to get these things.
All right.
So
we're the top 3 best people in Fishfam, says Nathan. Is he teeing up a question? Like,
no, I think because you're saying okay, welcome. What? Henry joined.
Oh, hey Henry, thanks for joining.
No,
welcome to membership.
I think because you were saying that you want to ship things, and he was saying that it was nice.
I know, but he said top 3, and we are 2 people.
Yeah, I know.
Is he the 3rd person?
Maybe.
I just
I don't know who the 3rd person is.
That was the question. Okay, 44 entries.
Yeah. We're the top 3. Who's number 1 that's not included? Or he would have said top 2. No.
See, I didn't even
and
reason it out that far. But
which one of us is 2, and which one of us is 3?
I think I'm number 3.
No.
All right. Share screen. There we go.
We need the deets. Or maybe one of us is number 1 and one of us is number 3. And somebody is in the middle.
Ah.
Nathan, can we have a definitive ranking?
Like a pea sandwich type of thing.
Our feelings will be very hurt, but we need to know.
All the Coros are tied for number 1.
All the I'm fine if Myrtle is number 1.
There we go. One other person not saying. That's cool. Eric is number 3 because he's sleepy. He's going to wake up with regrets.
He's going to ask me after the wheel.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. All right. What color is Branton?
It's not pink. No, you passed him up. He's right under Julian.
God, it's so hard to read in a circle.
Go up like 4.
Oh,
yeah.
I got it. I got it. It's hard. I'm not used
He's
to
light
reading
blue. Is that light blue?
clockwise.
I
It's
thought it was
kind of
kind
neutral on my
yellowy.
screen,
Yeah.
but it may vary. Like monitors can lean a little blue. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, we're talking about like the pinkest people. We got Elaine over here,
Yeah.
Nancy, Julian, Benjamin.
Vibes.
Like, oh man. Yep. Well,
Can we get Matt to make a wheel of only good colors? You could. He has made the wheel all pink before. But I don't know if he will. I guess and I think it's just random. Part of it is that the wheel has to be for everyone, and so you couldn't do like branded colors.
okay, I'm making sure Meat Bicycle entered because yeah,
yeah,
totally. I mean, we can't ship to North Korea. I apologize if that would be an issue for you.
Henry, yes, we are still doing member plants, but we are almost done. So, like, hurry up.
Get on it.
Hurry up.
You can be part of the last round.
Can I sponsor the wheel so it's only good colors? Message us at hello@fishfam.link with your offer.
We can all be bought.
Sponsoring the wheel is
$100. There's a price? What? No.
I don't
Tips
know.
for
If Matt agreed to $100 a month.
So tips for Salvinia. If you're having trouble with it when you first get it, it's likely that it just didn't do well in shipping if you like got it shipped to you. Because I can't even think of like a trick of the trade for Salvinia. It's kind of the same thing as like any floater. It's not going to be a fan of being like dunked underwater constantly or a lot of turbulence. But other than that, you know, if you just have a place for it to sit still under some light with some nutrients at the roots, it should do okay. Usually when a floater doesn't thrive in a tank, it's probably because there's a lot of surface agitation and it's getting the leaves wet constantly over and over. All right, 47 entries. All right, I'm going to go ahead.
Spin the wheel.
And spin.
Salvinia is very hydrophobic compared to many other floaters.
Oh.
Says Julian.
Okay, so maybe it can tolerate a little bit more. I kind of got rid of all the floaters in the fish room, other than I'm trying to, but like the duckweed's still there. So yeah, what would be, Julian, do you have any tips for Salvinia? It seems to me when I had it just kind of put it somewhere and let it do its thing. All right.
Well, why don't you have it anymore?
Because I just kind of got tired of floaters in the fish room. I like to, if I'm going to control light, I would like to do it in a more consistent way that doesn't require me to like be around and thinking about thinning out the floaters every so often.
Mike says the plants you sent him have had their 4th trimming. They're growing like crazy.
Sweet. I forgot what I sent you, but awesome. Most of the stuff that I offer there is stuff that's going to do well for most people. Wheel, move. There we go.
Okay.
There's the arrow. Perfect. Okay. Don't care. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, floater's kind of a pain. There's not as bad as duckweed. The thing I hate about duckweed is just I stick the python in the water. I stick my arm in the water. I'm transferring duckweed everywhere. It sucks.
Yeah.
Got duckweed and all the crevices on your body and Yeah. Okay. I should refresh it one more
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Refresh.
anyone. Oh, yep. 47.
Okay.
Okay. Now.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Can hear it, but
Sound
it's very quiet.
Crowntail half moon.
better. Sorry, Crowntail.
All the crevices, Steven.
All the crevices.
Mystery snail
I'm a
guardians.
large man. I have a lot of crevices too. Guards.
Wait, who was the first person off?
Crowntail.
Crowntail pity point.
Yeah, I got to remind me about that. All right. Aggressive with the crevascular.
Jody P.
Jody P. Making it to the end of McStreamy. The wheel doesn't care though.
Linda Worth.
Linda.
Daniel Velez.
Daniel.
Toonie Loon.
Toonie Loon. Wish I could legally keep dwarf water lettuce. Love the roots.
Julian's
Yeah.
in Florida. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, you send any plant to Florida, it's just like, I'm home. Time to invade. Animals, too.
MNC Aquatics.
Mike.
SC Catahulas.
I mean, I may or may not have federal noxious weeds here.
You certainly wouldn't send out things that are illegal, though.
No. Cat house.
Nancy B.
Hen-
in Tennessee.
Nancy B.
Henry is also in Florida. I also
Yeah.
can't have water lettuce.
It's cacti, Brandon. That's what I think of that. I don't know the answer to that.
Jonathan G.
Jonathan G. You could
Nathan
probably-
definitively put me ahead of you.
That's fair.
It's not really.
Skipper's Aquariums.
Skipper.
Renee D. Queer.
Tim,
Renee.
why are you trying to get Nancy in trouble? Ooh, it's
Ooh.
storming here. You hear that?
Thunder.
don't know if
Thunder. Probably not.
Betta Aquatics.
Betta Aquatics.
Cesse's Aqua Escapes.
Sese.
Oh, Jojo.
Gills to Gardens.
Our big 90-pound dog is like very alert now and scared because the thunder's going to get her. I don't know.
Nathan's off because the wheel does not care about his assessment of us.
Fish Dreams.
Fish Dreams.
Jojo, come here.
Dennis Christensen.
Dennis Christensen.
Fuzzy KR. They them.
Fuzzy.
Yeah, we do have a bad. It just sounds
Arlene's
rainy.
Tags.
It sounded worse before.
Yeah. Darlene.
And tried to have her deported.
JN and Aquatics.
To
Jeremy.
To where? Sorry, Jeremy.
I don't know. It was Nancy. So Nancy B is in Tennessee. Is she from Tennessee?
She is not.
There another state that she could be?
Vinokski.
I bet I could order water hyacinth from any of those like Pond Depot, Bulk Pond Farm plant sites. They would send it to me. Also, I could just go find a lake and I could just grab it.
Oh, we're getting backstory. Florida kicked her out, and that's why she's gatekeeping Tennessee. She's like, Tennessee's full. Nobody can be here.
Florida kicked her out? What do you have to do to get kicked out of Florida?
Fish tank barn.
Please don't send me back there. Yeah. Mike.
CR Fish. Cheryl Smith.
Good God.
Sorry, Cheryl.
That takes bravery and commitment. Anyone who's like listening or catching the replay, you're just gonna have to defer to chat to see what we're laughing at. All right. So Cheryl.
Sweet Acres Koi Farm.
Christine.
Branton Lightcap.
And that's what you get.
Demonetized.
Took a while, but he's
Do
gone.
I remove that? I don't even know. I mean, it's already been there long enough. I think it's fine.
No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Vibes Aquatics.
Vibes.
Aquarium Fantasy.
Henry.
Yeah, if Google let it pass.
Gibbs Aquapets.
Yeah, Google's been a little strict lately. So, Debbie, did Debbie ever explain why she was here so early? Like,
because she loves you.
Well, we love Debbie too, but 3 a.m. or it was like middle of the night. She becoming a night owl? That would be cool.
Shark Fin Adventures.
Shark Fin.
Tracy Ballard.
Just a whole discussion now.
Yeah. I mean, the logistics of doing such a thing. Tracy Ballard.
Benjamin Peters.
Benjamin.
Elaine.
She was too pink.
Yeah. Debbie was sick. I hope you feel better.
Oh, stuffed up with a cold.
Redneck Aquatics.
Yeah,
Stan.
that'll mess up your sleep for sure. Stan.
Big Cat.
Big Cat. Kenny E. Hello from Fendig. Awesome. Sounds like a fun time. We're gonna try our very, very bestest to be there next
year.
Next year.
Not today.
No, it's yeah. Be kind of difficult.
Dee Dee's Fin Den.
Dee Dee.
Foxy's Fishes.
Foxy.
Oink Master Supreme Forever.
Oinky.
Didn't you have Bacopa Purple?
I currently have it.
Oh, you currently have it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, did you have it before too?
I
before you got
had
into
I
it?
had I had some weird purple variant of like possibly Bacopa caroliniana. It was quite purple, and then I put it in my tanks, and it was like, I'm green now. Yay, you overpaid. But the Salzmani purple is staying purple. Yes, CO2, 100% absolutely needs CO2 because it needs high light. You need that light to keep the protective effects going on with the purple pigment. And if you don't have CO2 going, then you're just going to make the plant crave more CO2 that your tank can't provide. And it's just going to grow algae and kind of show defined signs of deficiency and just not do very well at all, be very stunted. So it is a definite CO2 plant, and it does not grow fast at all. Sorry, Oinky.
Fran is apologizing on behalf of all the
Fish frenzy
alligators.
addiction.
Gonna get canceled by alligators. Fish frenzy.
Koro works.
Koro.
Meet Bicycle 4-2.
Meet Bicycle 4-2. You lasted a long time on the wheel for being a first time entry.
Yeah.
Sometimes people win immediately. Sometimes it takes 2 years. And sometimes
Sometimes they
you're
never.
Brenton.
Yeah.
Big Steve's glass boxes.
Big Steve.
Pretty sure no alligator will see this stream unless Nathan shows them.
Just don't post it on alligator TikTok.
The Zen Ginger.
Zinger. Sometimes you only win 1 in 3 years, says Nancy. 34 months.
Rachel.
But scats.
What?
Rachel. She...
Oh. I don't even see it on the StreamYard side. What the hell?
It didn't show up on the StreamYard side.
Why is StreamYard gatekeeping the funny comments? And there goes Rachel off the wheel, too. So final four, we got Fish the Keeping, Chris Aquazone, Jillian's Fish Shed, and JP Jeffries.
JP Jeffries.
JP Jeffries.
Chris Aquazone.
I'm still thinking about when they're talking. Somebody's stream was talking about like coal guppies. She said she puts all of her male coals in an incel tank.
Yeah. Perfect.
Julian's Fish Shed.
Sorry, Julian. Congrats, Johnny. If you still live where we sent your plants recently.
I hope so.
Hopefully the plants arrived at the right place, because this is where the plushie's going to. So there we go.
Were you
And
a
I
good
guess-
enough color? He was complaining about the wheel colors.
Neutral to pinkish. Like,
Fish the Keeping.
there we go. Record winner. I always forget to do
Hashtag
that.
alligator to David's. I think it's got to be.
Alligator allegations. It's too much. It's a lot. Yeah. Alligator works. All right. Yep. We'll see you over at Elfish Tank stream. And Monday, Wet Your Plants. Next Friday, McStreamy and such. And thanks,
Forever
everybody.
and ever.
Amen. Yeah, there's no end to this. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. And see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.